Greetings and salutations, my name's Xenogard, and today we're going to be checking out these Doomed Isles. It is a roguelike, deck builder slash city builder, very interesting mix of the two genres. Let's go ahead and jump into the game. We do have a current run going on. Unfortunately, the game crashed every time I try to reload this game. It's not working, so we're going to try starting again. It is in very early days. The demo is currently available on Steam. There are different enemies that we will attack different areas of our camps. So let's go ahead and continue. So this is a game. Essentially, we have a deck that is the city that we're building and that we can cycle through. In the top left, you can see like our follower count and our resources count. In the top right, you can see what year it is currently. And then we can scroll out on the map and you can see these little tiny islands that we hop to and from. So let's go ahead. We'll build ourselves a cabin right over here. It'll give us +2 faith. Then we can build land. They have little Tetris-like pieces that we can see in the top right of the card. In the top left of the card, you can see what resources they cost. So these cost faith, which we gain from having more and more followers. So we could also build forests and things like that. I think at the moment, not really a lot we have. Cards to draw, we only have another cabin that we can draw. So let's go and close this. We're going to actually recycle this with some faith so we can get our other cabin over here and build that. So we get a little bit more faith per turn. And then we can go ahead and expand our land just a little bit so we have more room to work with. I think I'm actually going to take this little Z shape over here and we'll do something the same over here with this little T shape. Just expand out a little bit. And I think we're going to go ahead and harvest end that turn. At the end of harvesting for the year, we'll get a selection of a card. We get a gold mine, gives us gold for each rock in the area. Take that, we'll take another cabin. These add to the deck. Every time we place one of these cards down, it removes it from the deck. Anyway, we'll take maybe this farm as well to get a stockpile of +3 food. Go ahead and refresh this here. We get a panning hut to give us even more gold per turn. I like the idea of taking rockfall though. This way we can continually gain back rocks instead of having to move our gold hut away from it. Maybe take this palisade so we can protect against some incoming attacks later. That is something we have to do. Every so often throughout the year, there will be attacks from enemies that we have to defend against. I'm not opposed to taking this, and I'm not opposed to taking the panning hut. Trees in the range give +1 happiness, but -10% if they're removed. We're not going to worry about that for right now. I potentially maybe take this panning hut just to get a little extra gold income as well. Gold income has kind of been hard to like make work. But refresh this, see what else we can get. Logging camp gives us wood, and fishing platform will give us. I think actually we're going to combine the two. The foragers, each forager gives +4 food and +2 wood if there are forests in range, which is kind of better than the logging camp. I mean, the logging camp has more access to them, but it's like kind of combines the logging camp and the fishing platform just a little bit. So we'll take the forager for now, and I think we'll save the rest of our gold for later on. Go ahead, end the turn there. Go ahead and put our gold mine right over here. That'll give us a ton of gold per turn. We go ahead and even rockfall right around it and get even more gold per turn potentially. And then I think we'll place another cabin in this area. Something like that would be good. And I don't actually want this palisade for right now. I don't really know where we would place it. Our gold reserves are low, faith is low. Hopefully we can start stocking those up. Go ahead and end the turn. Winter, year 1. Palisade, a panning hut. Provides more gold if water is in range. I think we'll put the panning hut like right over here. Something like that. It just needs 1 water tile. Put it right there. Start getting a lot of gold income, which will be pretty good for us. And then the foragers, we can go ahead and place the forager somewhere. Maybe place the forager like up here, where the wood already is. And then we can start placing a bunch of wood around it as well. Either that or we could place it like right somewhere around here and then just completely surround it. But I think I'll do something like this. I'll place it up here for now. We're going to place the forest around it. Something like this. And then when we get land tiles, we can go ahead and place land tiles up here. Let's assign some workers to... We have a ton of workers in the gold mine. We'll put some foragers there. Maybe do something like this, because the panning hut is essentially just gold income, and we have a ton of gold income from this, so we don't need it in both currently. Good, and pass. Go to the new year. Year 2, spring. 1 rocks have been mined by our gold, faith is still low, and a tree has been felled by our forager. Our foraging friend. Farms build up a stockpile of +3 food, and they're harvested yearly. Let's go ahead and put, I think, maybe like somewhere like this. A little bit out of the ways so we can still circle. I like circling our cabins around this little thing here. Go ahead and put our farms right there. Maybe start extending our land out a little bit. It's feeling a little cramped around here. Maybe extend up this way. How's our other land looking? We could do something like this as well, so we can get a bunch more forest. And then we'll go ahead and extend our land down this way. Think something like this. Just like start extending out. Maybe extend towards one of these islands as well. I think that's good enough for this turn. Let's see what else we have. Cards to draw are just Palisade and the Forest. Same with our discarded cards, so just lands and forests. We need more of those, so we're going to end every time we harvest again in the turn. We're looking to get a new card. I don't really want to use any of these currently. We could probably use the Forest, something like that. Go ahead and extend this land out a little bit up here. Maybe something like that, and then we don't have enough faith currently, so let's go ahead and harvest, get a new selection. Every time we harvest is when we gain a selection of a card. Ooh, this is a wonder. Gives us 150 food storage and doubles current food. That's so good. Alright, we're gonna take the wonder, maybe not build it at the moment, and then we're gonna take this longbow tower so we have the ability to defend ourselves. We have a ton of gold currently. So we're gonna take this palisade, we're gonna use this gold to our advantage, and we're gonna try to pick up as much as we can. Each worker provides +2 gold per turn if a panning hut or gold mine is in range. I mean, just even more gold. We could get this great workshop. It doesn't cost anything. It is a wonder. I think we'll go ahead and do that. Maybe the tavern for each follower in range. The rockfall as well. So I have a ton of gold. I'm not going to worry about the goldsmiths right now. I think we have plenty of gold gain. Yeah, we have plenty of gold gain. This is just doubling down on that gold. Gain 100 faith at the start of next turn. We lose all of the faith. That could be interesting, but I don't think we have to worry about that. We'll take maybe some more forest cards just to be sure we have them. I'm going to refresh. Definitely take another housing. Gain 10 gold for each altar or shrine or chapel within range. Ooh. Earthquake. All buildings in range deal damage to adjacent enemies. Ooh, that could be interesting for when enemies start attacking. I think we'll do something like the pilgrimage here. And then I think I'm going to save what we have left. Although I am tempted to reroll one more time. But we're running a little short on our gold at the moment. Let's go ahead and pass the turn there. Build this longbow tower maybe somewhere around here. Maybe around like the center of town a little bit to kind of defend things if we need to. Either or that or outside of the range of town, like just a little bit, like something like this. We don't know where enemies are coming from. They're coming from the northeast. I'm actually glad I double checked and looked at that, which means they're coming from this direction over here. This would be northeast. So maybe we place this right around here. Kind of protects the center of our town a little bit, protects in the northeast area. We need to assign some workers to that longbow tower. I think I'll go ahead and take them from the foragers and put them in the longbow tower for right now. And then we'll use some of this land to start extending out this way just a little bit. We can keep this one little water over here just because the panning hut only needs 1 water. So that's fine. And then let's go ahead and refresh this. And we can build this cabin over here. Get a little bit more faith going on. I think we'll place it maybe right over here. Have them in a nice little cluster. Enemies are coming. We could build a little palisade as well to kind of protect from enemies, but I don't want to do that just yet. I think we're just going to extend our land a little bit more. Land up in this area. Something like that. And maybe another thing like that. Using our knowledge of Tetris to our advantage. Build out a little bit. We do want some of this forest, but we don't have enough faith for it. We'll go ahead and go on to the new year. And enemies are coming this turn. We have nothing around this forest guy, so let's give him some of that. Some of that good forest sweetness. And then I think we're going to assign another worker to Longbow Tower, just for now, while we have enemies on the map, and then we can go ahead and end this turn here. Go on to the next turn. We have a decent amount of faith and gold gain per turn, currently. But we could build this great workshop. Although building a wonder causes a large-scale enemy attack the next turn, which we don't want to do just yet because we already have an enemy attack on its way. Maybe we place down the palisade or something like that right up here, just to block these guys off a little bit so they don't get to our towers just yet. That being said, I don't think we're going to do that just yet. I'm actually going to rockfall in this area so we have even more gold gain. Maybe something like this. Get a bunch of gold gain for the next turn. Go ahead, harvest, see what else we can gain. At the end of the turn, see what new cards we have. A spike pit, ooh. Enemies stop moving when they step on this tile. That could be pretty good. More cabins, always nice. Another rockfall, also pretty nice. I'm tempted to take the spike pit. It is pretty large. I'm gonna do that. Tax collector just gives us more gold. Goldsmith, obviously more gold as well. Demolishing structures in range, maybe. No, I don't want any of these actually. Miracle Harvest gain 4 gold for each food production tile within range. Ooh. I think maybe we'll just take the tavern here for happiness. Happiness gain, and then we'll keep that. We'll go ahead and end this there. We want to find more defensive structures if we can find them. We can go ahead and rockfall in this area again. Make as much gold gain as we could coming from this area. And then we'll go ahead and end the turn here. Take that guy out pretty handedly. We get another follower next turn and 34 VP for defeating that wave of enemies. We also do 10 gold. Get a bunch of gold for this stuff right here. Or we could save that for later. It does cost us our entire faith. This will provide happiness for each follower in range. So I wish we could place it somewhere like this, you know? Not gonna work though. No followers within range. We could build out this area right here, and that would get both of these. We're fine with doing something like that. I'd place this down, get more faith gain. Maybe we could place this right here as well. That'll kind of interfere with this gold mine. I think we'll wait until we have this area built out down here. I think that'll be pretty decent. Maybe we go ahead and refresh this, or we just go on to the new year. Save our faith just a little bit. I'm fine with doing. Let's see where our workers are assigned. We can take some workers off the longbow tower and put them into maybe the gold mine, and then another one into the foragers to build up our wood supply a little bit more. I feel like that we are lacking there. Definitely lacking in some land as well. What do we have? We have a ton of things that are discarded cards. We have nothing in our draw pile currently. Let's go ahead. Yeah, let's just head to the next year. Go ahead at rockfall again in this area. Build up even more gold. Gain 12 gold. I like that idea. We go ahead. Build a little bit more of a forest around our forager guy. Oh, can't do it in that. That's unfortunate. Go ahead. Ah, because there's a little tile here. I see, I see. We didn't catch that last time. Oh, build it something like this. No, I don't want to do that. We'll do it. We'll do it something like that. Keep him going. A couple palisades here. The very small palisade. That's only a 1-tile palisade. Interesting. Alright, let's just end the turn. Move on. Build a spike pit somewhere. I really want to get more like longbow towers and stuff, but we have to wait until we harvest. I really don't want to use any of this stuff right now. I think we just save things currently. Go ahead and harvest, get a new selection of things. Another cabin, really good. Another longbow tower, also very good. Let's take the longbow tower first, maybe the crossbow tower as well, just so we have it available to us. More cabins. Then we have a ton of gold here. We get javelineers, they're conscripts. Very quickly use them if we need to. Also build an ancient fort, +3 attack to friendly units. I mean, we could build one of these wonders now, since we don't have anything getting ready to attack us just yet. I like the idea of that. This also costs 0, so we're gonna pick that up. Take that as well. Could get this one land tile. Actually, would be helpful for us, so I'm gonna take that. But Refresh this. Greenbelt. Gain 1 happiness for each tree planted in this area. I mean, that could be pretty good. Or we could get a nature reserve. Trees in range give 100% happiness, but minus 10% of remove. These kind of like work in tandem with each other. I think I'll take the nature reserve. We'll take the javelineer. I'd refresh this. Ooh, maybe take the amphitheater? Minus 3 gold per turn per worker. I don't like the idea of that though. Maybe take some damage abilities? No. I don't think we need them just yet. Go ahead, refresh. 50 storage food, let's take that. The granary. And I think we can be pretty happy with what we got currently. Maybe just keep re-rolling here. We have so much gold. Plus 30 storage for gold, we'll take that. We have like a huge economy game going on currently, and I'm actually very happy about it. Doubles the effects of taverns in range. Extinguishes fire, double the yield of farms and foragers. Apply 2 wet to enemies. I mean, I'm tempted to take it. We're just building up our deck currently. Field Knights, we can get some more conscripts if we need them. Bigger palisades, actually pretty decent. I think we'll do something like that. We'll refresh once again. This will probably be our last refresh here. Increases the max health of buildings in range. We'll take the cabin here, and then I think that we'll call it good. We just rolled down like a ton of gold. Go ahead, exit here. Very big economy turn for us. Enemies are approaching. We don't know from where. I do want to place this longbow tower though. Probably something like this down in this area. Or maybe just towards the center of town like this. Something like this. Up here, just to keep it defended, just in case. Or I mean, or we could wait on the longbow tower. Rockfall in this area again. Get a ton of gold. Play down. Yeah, I think we'll just play down this currently. Maybe something in this area. Like down here. Just in case, just for now. How many workers do we have? Workers are assigned everywhere. Really want some more followers so we can get more workers. Gold reserve's low, everything's low, faith is a little low. Good. Go on to the new year. Could also build this crossbow tower. I'm not opposed to it, just to have it. I'm also kind of opposed to, or not opposed to, let's say kind of not opposed to building this ancient fort, but enemies are approaching from the northwest. I think we maybe build the crossbow tower first. Then where could we place this ancient fort? We actually don't have anywhere to place the ancient fort just yet. Don't have enough room. Don't have enough room. Alright, then we're not going to worry about it. I mean, we could... The small land right there. Alright, we'll build up more cabins. Yeah, I think plus 2 faith when occupied. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll place another cabin, maybe in this area. Just all circled around this thing. Thinking of doing it like up here though, so it's out of the way of this. Yeah, let's do that. Crossbow tower, where are we gonna place you? I want to place it up there. We can't do that just yet though. Maybe place it up here. Maybe even place it right here. That kind of gets in the way of this thing. I think it's fine. We'll place it up here. Do something like that for now. Go ahead and go to the new year. Ooh, treasury. 30 storage for gold. I think we're definitely taking this. Where do we want to place it? Place it like probably around here. I'm thinking. Maybe. We definitely need more land cards. Maybe the land cards don't refresh like I was thinking. Maybe I just had a ton of land cards before. It definitely doesn't seem like it now. We definitely need to like extend out cards to draw. Do we have any land? No, we don't. Well, that is going to stink. I was incorrect. For some reason, I must have just had a ton of land cards during the last game that I played. But I didn't pick up on that. Alright, well, we gotta get a ton of storage for gold this turn. And storage for food. Where would we place those, though? Granary. Could place them, like, right down here, I think would be fine. We'll do something like this. We'll place gold storage down here. That's not in the way of the mine. And we'll place the granary down here. A lot more food and gold available to us now. be -1, lose 1 filer and happiness on death. You can return this unit to your draw pile at any time. I think we'll go ahead and we'll place the conscript down like in this area just to... We are going to have enemies attacking next turn. So just have them down for now. Doubles yield of farms and foragers. We don't really need to do that just yet. I think we'll go ahead and end the turn here. We could actually refresh, but what would we be getting? A cabin and a palisade out of it? Let's go ahead and refresh this. Okay, so this does recycle these back into our deck when we refresh it. Okay, interesting, interesting. We did not get any land though. We have a small land over here available to us. It's just the 1 land card. All right. Yeah, so we haven't used these yet. I understand. We're slowly learning. All right, let's go ahead and I guess we'll play the Rockfall. Something like that. And we'll play the cabin as well. Maybe place the cabin up in like this area. Where is the best place to place the cabin that's not in the way of this thing? Unfortunately, we would be in the way of this thing if we do that. But only by like 1 tile, which is fine. We'll do something like that. That's okay. And we'll go ahead and place another forest down. Can we do that? Actually, that's not going to be helpful to us. Neither is that. Fortunately, we can't flip this anymore. We need land cards, please. I mean, I kind of like knew that the cards. I said it earlier in the video. Excuse me for attempting to explain myself. I said it earlier in the video. As soon as we place cards down on the board, they're removed from our deck. And it makes sense that the land would also happen as well. But let's see. Let's see. What can we do here? We could just pass, in all honesty, and not really build anything. I'm kind of tempted to build the palisade, though, but I don't know where. I don't really think there's anywhere to build the palisade. That'd be helpful to us. Unless we could build it on the water, which we can't. So yeah, let's go ahead and just end the turn here. These guys are coming towards us. They're like right in the way. Can we build the palisade on top of where he's standing? No. Can these guys reach these longbow towers? They don't reach. Unfortunate. Well, where are our workers currently? Javelineer, you're gonna have to do work, my friend. Alright, what about these crossbow towers? Where are our workers assigned? Where's the other longbow tower? Alright, we're gonna remove one of the bargers for this longbow tower. And I think we'll just leave it at that currently. Let's see what this dude does. Go ahead and apply wet to the enemies. I don't know what that realistically does for us. I'd like to add this spike trap beneath them. It's not gonna work though. Alright, let's just go ahead. We'll harvest here. Get an option of new cards. Definitely take some land if we can get it. They can't, oh, they can't land. I see what's going on. So we need to add some guys to this crossbow tower very quickly. Park Rangers doubles the positive and negative effect of park reserves. Alright, we'll take the cabin. We'll take the crossbow. We have so much gold. Maybe take this demolish just to have it. Maybe take the farm here. Maybe take the pilgrimage. I'm actually going to refresh here. We want some big land, definitely. Another granary and +5 housing. We're going to take both of those. Refresh this. We have so much gold. Logging camp could be very good as well. More wood from the logging camp. We could also take this hailstorm just to really take out enemies. Do something like that. I think we'll leave it here. Maybe go with one more. We really need more land, so that's what I'm gonna look for. Refresh this a couple times. Plus, it actually destroys all trees within range, gain 4 wood for each tree destroyed. Nope. I mean, the big land will be pretty good for us. Palisade. A big palisade. Refresh again. Oof. Oof. We're getting very unlucky here. Refresh. Maybe take another longbow tower. Refresh again. Alright, we got another cabin. Corrupted blood art coming soon. I like that. Alright. Target. A single enemy deal current bleed as a damage to other enemies in range upon death. That could be decent. Alright, well, I think we've done as much as we could do to try and get more land. We're gonna keep that for now. Alright. These guys kind of have to move their way up over here. We're gonna go ahead and assign somebody to this crossbow tower. We'll do it from, like, the farm. And then maybe even from the foragers to the crossbow tower, just until these enemies are taken care of. Something like that. Something like that for now. And then, what do we want to do here? Small land? No, we're not going to use up the small land. We can go ahead and refresh. I think we'll do that. Maybe refresh again. Big land. I like the idea of big land. Alright, where are we going to place the big land? Maybe down here? Down this way, start extending out in this direction. Go ahead, place another cabin down here. I am not opposed to that. We could place another crossbow tower as well. Like, place this crossbow tower right here. I don't think that's the best spot for it, though. Kind of in our way of our forager. But it would defend this area a little bit better. Have some more coverage. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and do that. Go ahead and assign some people to it. It's closer than this crossbow tower, at the very least. Let's assign some more people to that. And yeah, I think that's fine. I think we'll go with this for now. Or we can even go something like split the crossbow tower, just in case these guys a little bit better range. Let's do something like that. Go ahead and end the turn. Have our longbow tower selected. Hey, you don't hit me there. Okay. They're all dead. We've got 35 VP for defeating that wave of enemies. Very thankful of that. Alright, now we can unassign our workers from the towers. Do something like that. And reassign them to the foragers, the farm, and maybe just leave it at that. Assign workers. Will they automatically assign themselves or no? Doesn't seem like it. Well, in that case, maybe we'll just add a little bit to one of the towers. Now, we'll go ahead and do it to the farm and maybe the foragers right now. Maybe even the panning hut. Do something like that. Get our gold gain going again. We definitely need to place... We need more wood. More wood gain. Place down this logging camp. I don't want to do it just yet, though. We don't have enough wood. Alright, maybe we do place down the logging camp right here? Something like this. Is that in a good enough area, though? Not really. Not in order to surround it. We're gonna refresh here. Refresh again. Come on. Okay, forest. Not the best spot for the forest. Not the best forest tile either. I mean, at least it's something. Yeah, we'll place it for now. Rockfall in this general area. Get a ton of gold. But go on into the new year. Big land. I mean, I think we definitely extend big land out. Big land out, maybe up in this direction, maybe back down in this direction. I think something like this. Big land. Alright, so let's just double check here. Discarded cards, big land. Ah, I think we have discovered something I did not notice before. I think this number down here, the amount of times this can be reused, recycled. That would make a lot of sense. I have overlooked this card down here, I never knew what it said, and it seems like that's the amount of times this thing can be used. We have figured it out. Apologies for not making that connection earlier. I'm sure somebody in the comments was screaming at me, Xeno, look at the thing, look at the card, read the card. Yeah, okay. That's the amount of times this card can be used. Alright. I think we'll place another cabin down here. That's okay. Forest. I want to be able to place it. Well, I guess we'll place it right here. That's fine. And go ahead, end the turn. Move on to the next one. More forest? We can't place it where we want to place it, unfortunately. I mean, I could place it over here and then extend this land out a little bit. But I'm thinking instead of doing that, at least currently, go ahead, refresh. Small land. I mean, no thank you. Go ahead, rockfall in this area. Could demolish something. Demolish and reposition. No, we'll go ahead and harvest here. We have so much gold. We take this axe to get a ton of trees real quick with all of our forest. Go ahead and take that. I have to take Coliseum as well. That's a ton of, yeah, we're taking the Coliseum. Let's go ahead and refresh this. Could get a ton of faith. Could take another Javeliner. Javelinier? Yeah, Javeliner. Whatever. Let's go refresh that. Maybe take another cabin. More palisades. Which is a ton of palisades. No, we're gonna refresh that. Maybe take a longbow tower here. Take more spike pits. Refresh that. Small land. No thank you. I'd like more land, please. Greenbelt could be pretty good. Happiness is dipping down a little bit. Park Rangers doubles the effect of nature reserves. No, refresh more. Shield Knights. I'm actually tempted to take the Shield Knights. Only go ahead, have a little bit more units that we can deploy. Anything we want here? No. We have a massive economy going on, so I'm kind of taking nature reserve there. Gain 100 wood. Lose all our remaining wood at the start of next turn. I mean, that's actually not bad for us right now. Kind of tempted to take it. Lumberjacks and logging camps in range generate gold instead of wood. Ooh. Cannibalism? What? We'll go ahead and I guess, yeah, gain 24 food, lose 1 follower. No! Gain 5 followers. Let's just take that, yeah. And is there anything else we would want here? Maybe another gold mine, maybe another lumberjack. Each worker provides +1 happiness. Take another cabin. I think we'll leave it at that. Let's go ahead and exit. And yeah, let's go ahead use our Celestial Axe on all of this wood. That's a ton of wood. Big turn for us. Let's go ahead and end the turn there. And yeah, let's go ahead and... oh, we could get a ton of wood. Make a nature reserve. No trees are within range. Never mind. Make more cabins. We've got a bustling industrial... not even industrial area. A bustling metropolitan area forming. Here, let's go ahead and we'll make the longbow guide down here. A little bit out of the way. And let's go ahead and refresh this. Gain 5 followers. Yes, please. Wait, what happened? Did we still get the 5 followers? I just realized I basically put them in the water. I thought that it would just use the card. I mean, it just says gain 5 followers. It doesn't say we have to place it anywhere specific. It's just funny that we did it like that. All right, let's go ahead and get even more food. Cabin. Cabin? Yeah, we just have a nice little suburban area going on here. Good. There's no followers within range. How's there no followers within range? Give us happiness per turn. I will pass that. Refresh this. Building up a forest over here. Around that guy. Build another cabin down here. And yeah, anyway. Just realized how long this video is going. Sorry I didn't catch a couple of the... very specifically on the cards, that the fact that this means that it could be reused multiple times, but we got there in the end. But this is These Doomed Isles. You can find a link to the game in the description below. The game is currently not out, but you can find a demo to it, is what I meant to say. It is planning to be released in Q2 of 2023. I definitely recommend, if you've enjoyed what you've seen, to wishlist the game on Steam. That helps developers out immensely. If you've enjoyed this video, please give the video a like and leave some comments below. Let me know that you enjoyed this so I know to make more content like this in the future. If you haven't subscribed already, consider doing so. We're on our way to 300 subscribers. We have a goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and you can help us out with that, and I would be ever so grateful. But anyway, my name's been Xenogard. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, night, whatever it is for you. Okay, bye.